Hello, my dear friend. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Sometimes life brings us questions that stir something deep inside us. We wonder about the possibilities, about the quiet power we hold within ourselves. You may have heard stories of people who seem to attract incredible things into their lives, like winning the lottery or receiving unexpected blessings. And maybe, just maybe, you've asked yourself, could that really happen? Could my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs actually shape something so big? If you've ever felt that little spark of curiosity or that longing for more, know that you are not alone. Many of us have looked at our lives and wished for a change, a breakthrough, or a miracle. And I want you to know from the deepest place of love that it's not silly to hope. It's not foolish to believe that you can create a better life. In fact, that hope is a sign that your spirit knows the truth, that you are far more powerful than you've been taught to believe. Right now, you might be feeling unsure. Perhaps you've tried to think positively before, but things didn't change the way you wanted. Or maybe you're hearing about manifestation for the first time and wondering if it's real. I understand those feelings. I've been there too, questioning, searching, hoping for answers. And what I discovered is something I want to share with you today. Something gentle, something empowering. Life is always listening to us. It responds not only to the words we speak, but to the thoughts we think and the feelings we carry in our hearts. Every day, whether we realize it or not, we are creating our experiences through the patterns of our minds. It's not about wishing hard enough or trying to force things to happen. It's about understanding that our inner world, the way we speak to ourselves, the beliefs we hold quietly, has a way of shaping what comes to us. Imagine for a moment that life is like a mirror. It doesn't judge you. It simply reflects back what you consistently think and feel. If you look into that mirror with fear, doubt, or a sense of lack, it reflects those things. But if you begin to look into it with love, with trust, and with an open heart, the reflection changes. I know it might seem unbelievable that something as simple as a thought could lead to something as extraordinary as a lottery win. But today isn't really about the lottery. It's about recognizing the creative power within you. It's about gently opening the door to a new way of thinking, where you understand that you are not powerless in this world. You are connected to the flow of life. And when you align your thoughts with trust, gratitude, and belief in your own worthiness, life begins to respond in beautiful ways. So, as we take this time together, I invite you to set aside any doubts or fears just for a little while. Be open to the idea that you are capable of creating more than you've ever imagined, not through force, but through love and understanding. You are safe here. You are supported. And you are already on the path to discovering the gentle power that has always been within you. There's something very special about understanding how we create our lives. Often people think manifestation is about wishing for something and hoping it appears like magic. But it's so much more than that. Manifestation is not about luck or chance. It's about how we use our thoughts and beliefs every single day. You see, every thought you think is like planting a seed. When you plant a seed in the garden, you don't expect it to grow overnight. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you trust that, in time, it will grow into something beautiful. It's the same with your thoughts. Each thought is a seed, and your beliefs and feelings are what water those seeds. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, or I can't, then that is what will grow in your life. But if you plant seeds of love, trust, and I am worthy, you will see those beautiful experiences begin to blossom. Many people don't realize that they are manifesting all the time. It's not something you turn on or off. Your mind is always at work, shaping your reality based on what you consistently think and believe. If you often say, "Nothing good ever happens to me," life will reflect that belief. But if you gently begin to say, "Good things come to me easily," you start to change the story you are telling yourself, and life listens. It's important to remember that manifestation is not about forcing things to happen. It's about allowing. It's about understanding that when you align your thoughts with positive, loving beliefs, you naturally attract experiences that match that energy. Just like the garden, you don't have to pull on the flowers to make them grow faster. You simply create the right environment, and they grow on their own. One beautiful way to start changing the seeds you plant is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help you create new, healthy thought patterns. When you say something like, "I am open to receiving all the good life has to offer," you are gently guiding your mind toward a place of trust and abundance. At first, it might feel strange, especially if you're used to thinking in negative or limiting ways. But with kindness and patience, these new thoughts will begin to feel natural. The more you practice, the more you will notice small shifts in your life, little signs that your new seeds are beginning to grow. You don't need to know how everything will happen. Your job is simply to keep planting loving thoughts and to trust that life will take care of the rest. You are a powerful creator, even if you don't fully see it yet. Every moment is a chance to choose a new thought, to plant a new seed, and to create a life that feels joyful and abundant. It all begins with the simple understanding that you are always manifesting, and now you can choose to do it with love and intention. Belief is like the silent force behind everything we experience. It's not just about what we say we want. It's about what we truly believe deep inside. Sometimes we think we are asking for good things, but if underneath we carry thoughts like, "I don't deserve this," or "It's too good to be true," those hidden beliefs can quietly block the very things we desire. You see, life doesn't give us what we wish for. It gives us what we believe we can have. If you believe that abundance is only for other people, or that good fortune is rare, then life will reflect that back to you. But when you begin to believe that you are worthy of all the good in the world, doors start to open in ways you never expected. It's not always easy to notice these beliefs, because they often come from old stories, things we heard as children, or messages we've picked up from others. Maybe someone once told you that money is hard to come by, or that only lucky people succeed. Without realizing it, those words took root in your mind. But the beautiful thing is that beliefs can be changed. You are never stuck with the thoughts you learned in the past. Right now, you can begin to choose new beliefs, beliefs that support you and invite abundance into your life. It starts with gentle awareness. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself about money, success, or good fortune. When you catch a thought like, "I'll never have enough," don't judge yourself. Simply notice it and say, "That's an old belief, and I am choosing a new one now." Then, replace it with something loving, like, I deserve to live a life filled with abundance. Affirmations are a wonderful way to build these new beliefs. The more you repeat them, the more they sink into your mind and begin to feel true. You might say, I am worthy of receiving all the blessings life has for me, or good things flow to me easily and often. At first, your mind might resist. It might whisper, but that's not true. That's okay. It's just the old beliefs trying to hold on. With patience and kindness, those old thoughts will fade, and your new, empowering beliefs will take their place. When you truly believe that you deserve abundance, you won't have to chase it. It will come to you in ways that feel natural and effortless. It might not always look like winning the lottery, but you will begin to notice opportunities, blessings, and unexpected gifts appearing in your life. Believe not just with your words, but with your heart. Trust that you are connected to a loving universe that wants to support you. When your inner conviction aligns with that trust, you become a magnet for all the good you desire. You don't have to struggle or prove yourself worthy. You already are. Believe that, and watch how life responds with grace and abundance. Everything in life is connected. Our thoughts, our feelings, and even the way our bodies respond each day. Many people don't realize that the way they think and feel isn't just affecting their mood. It's shaping their energy, their health, and what they attract into their lives. When you wake up feeling grateful, peaceful, or joyful, have you noticed how the day seems to flow more smoothly? People smile at you. Little things go your way, and you feel lighter. This isn't a coincidence. It's the beautiful dance between your mind, your emotions, and the energy you send out into the world. Your thoughts create feelings, and those feelings create a kind of signal, a vibration that the universe responds to. When you are filled with worry, fear, or frustration, that energy can block the flow of good things coming to you. It's like trying to listen to a beautiful song, but there's too much static in the background. But when you shift into feelings of gratitude, love, and trust, you clear that static, and suddenly you're in tune with the harmony of life. This is why it's so important not just to think positive thoughts, but to feel them deeply. It's not enough to say, I am abundant, if inside you feel tense or doubtful. The true magic happens when your thoughts and feelings align, when you can genuinely feel the joy of abundance even before it arrives in physical form. One gentle way to begin this alignment is to take a moment each day to pause and breathe deeply. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and think of something that makes you smile. It could be a memory, a loved one, or simply the warmth of the sun on your face. Let that feeling of gratitude fill you up. Even if life feels challenging right now, there is always something small to appreciate. This simple practice shifts your energy and sends a message to the universe. I am ready to receive more of this good feeling. The more you practice feeling good on purpose, the more natural it becomes. Soon you will notice that people, opportunities, and blessings begin to flow into your life without struggle. It's not because you forced anything. It's because you tuned your energy to match the life you desire. Remember, your body is always talking to you. When you feel relaxed, open, and joyful, you are in a state of allowing. That's when manifestation becomes easy and effortless. You don't have to chase after things. They come to you because you are in harmony with them. Trust that when you care for your thoughts and emotions, you are also caring for your future. You are creating a space where abundance feels welcome. Each moment you choose peace over worry, gratitude over fear, you are stepping into alignment with all the good life has waiting for you. When people hear about someone winning the lottery, they often think it's just luck or a random event. But if we look a little deeper, we can see that big blessings like that often come when a person is in a special state of mind, a place of trust, openness, and positive expectation. It's not about wishing hard or being desperate for a win. It's about being relaxed, feeling good, and believing that wonderful things can happen. Imagine someone who buys a lottery ticket not because they are afraid or thinking, "This is my only hope," but because they feel playful, lighthearted, and open to receiving surprises from life. That feeling of ease and joy is a powerful signal to the universe. It says, "I am ready for good things, and I trust they will come in whatever way is best." You see, manifestation works best when we are not clinging tightly to outcomes. When we let go of fear and instead focus on feeling good, we create space for miracles to show up. It's not always about the exact thing we ask for, but about allowing life to bring us blessings in ways we might not expect. A lottery win is just one example of how abundance can appear, but the real story is about alignment, being in tune with the energy of receiving. When you feel abundant before anything has physically arrived, you become a magnet for more abundance. It might come as money, opportunities, supportive people, or joyful experiences. The form doesn't matter as much as the feeling you hold inside. Trust is a key part of this process. Trusting that life is on your side. Trusting that you don't have to control every detail. When you relax into that trust, you release resistance, and that's when things start to flow. Many people block their own blessings because they are too focused on how and when something will happen. They get stuck in worry or impatience, which only creates tension. But when you shift into a state of calm expectation, when you say to yourself, "I know good things are coming, and I'm open to however they arrive," you invite the universe to surprise you in the most beautiful ways. A helpful thought to carry with you is, "I trust the universe to bring me miracles in perfect timing." This gentle affirmation reminds you that you are supported, even when you can't see the full picture yet. It helps you stay open, joyful, and ready to receive. Remember, it's not about chasing after a lottery win or any specific outcome. It's about creating a mindset and an energy where abundance feels natural and welcome. When you live in that space of trust and positive expectation, life has a way of delivering blessings far beyond what you imagined. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we hold thoughts that quietly tell us we can't have what we desire. These are called limiting beliefs, and they can hide deep inside our minds, shaping our lives in ways we don't always see. Thoughts like, "I'm not lucky," "I don't deserve wealth," or "good things never happen to me," can become invisible walls that block the flow of abundance. The good news is, once we become aware of these thoughts, we have the power to change them. You are never stuck with the beliefs you learned from others or picked up through past experiences. Right now, you can begin to gently release those old patterns and make space for new, empowering beliefs that support your dreams. It starts with kindness toward yourself. There's no need to blame yourself for having negative thoughts. We all carry them from time to time. What matters is your willingness to notice them and choose something better. When you catch yourself thinking, "That's impossible," pause and remind yourself, "I am open to new possibilities." One of the most powerful tools to clear mental blocks is mirror work. This simple practice involves looking into your own eyes in the mirror and speaking loving, positive words to yourself. It might feel strange at first, but it's a beautiful way to connect with your inner self and rewrite those old stories. Try standing in front of the mirror and saying, "I am open to receiving unexpected blessings." Even if a part of you doesn't believe it yet, keep going. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your mind begins to accept them as true. You are creating new pathways in your thinking, pathways that lead to abundance, joy, and ease. It's also helpful to gently forgive yourself for any past doubts or fears. You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time. Now you have new awareness, and that gives you the power to choose differently. Each time you replace a limiting thought with a positive affirmation, you are clearing the way for good things to come into your life. You don't have to do it perfectly. Even small shifts in your thinking can create big changes over time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every moment when you choose love over fear. Remember, the universe responds to the energy you hold within. When you release thoughts of lack and limitation, you make room for miracles. You begin to see opportunities where before there were only obstacles. Life becomes softer, more supportive, and full of surprises. Trust that by clearing these mental blocks, you are opening the door to a life filled with possibilities. Keep telling yourself, "I am worthy, I am open, I am ready to receive." And watch how life gently begins to reflect those beautiful new beliefs back to you. Wealth is not something that starts in a bank account or with a paycheck. It begins in the mind and the heart. Many people believe they will feel abundant once they have more money. But the truth is, you must first feel abundant within yourself before the outer world reflects it back to you. Abundance is a state of being, a feeling that you can choose to experience right now, no matter what your circumstances look like. When you wake up in the morning and appreciate the simple things, the warmth of your bed, the light coming through the window, the breath flowing through your body, you are stepping into the energy of abundance. It's not about how much you have. It's about recognizing how rich life already is when you open your eyes to it. This feeling of gratitude and contentment is like a magnet that draws more good into your life. Imagine walking through your day with a quiet knowing that you are supported, that life is always offering you something to be thankful for. When you cultivate this mindset, you begin to see opportunities, ideas, and blessings that were always there, but hidden by thoughts of lack or fear. One gentle way to nurture this abundant state of mind is through a daily gratitude practice. Each day, take a moment to think of 3 things you are thankful for. They don't have to be big or impressive. It could be the smile of a loved one, a delicious meal, or the beauty of nature around you. As you focus on these simple joys, you shift your attention away from what you think is missing and toward the fullness of what already exists. This shift creates a powerful energy that invites even more to be grateful for. Another beautiful practice is to affirm to yourself, "Abundance flows to me with ease and grace." Say it softly, with love, and let the feeling of those words settle into your heart. Even if your mind wants to argue or point out what you don't have yet, keep returning to that gentle affirmation. Over time, your inner world will begin to change, and your outer world will follow. Remember, you don't have to wait for a certain amount of money or a specific event to feel abundant. You can choose that feeling right now. When you do, you align yourself with the natural flow of prosperity that is always available to you. Wealth is not something you chase. It's something you welcome by becoming a match for it in your thoughts and feelings. The more you embody the energy of abundance, the more effortlessly it will appear in your life, often in ways you never expected. One of the most comforting truths about life is that everything happens in perfect timing. We often want things to appear immediately when we desire them, but manifestation is not about rushing or forcing outcomes. It's about trusting the process and knowing that what is meant for you will arrive when you are truly ready to receive it. Patience is not always easy, especially when you are longing for change. But when you understand that delays are not denials, you can begin to relax into a place of trust. The universe is always working behind the scenes, arranging people, opportunities, and circumstances to bring your desires to life in the best possible way. Sometimes, what feels like waiting is really preparation, helping you grow into the person who can fully enjoy and sustain the blessings coming your way. When you become anxious or frustrated about when something will happen, you create tension in your mind and body. This tension can block the natural flow of abundance. But when you choose to trust, to breathe deeply, and to say, "I know everything is unfolding perfectly," you release that resistance and open the door for miracles to enter. A helpful practice during these times is to focus on the present moment. Look around and notice the small ways in which life is already supporting you. Maybe it's a kind word from a friend, a moment of peace in your day, or a gentle sign that you are on the right path. These little blessings are reminders that you are always being guided and cared for. Use affirmations to anchor yourself in this trust. Say to yourself, "Everything I need comes to me at the perfect moment." Repeat it often, especially when impatience creeps in. This affirmation helps to calm your mind and bring you back to a place of faith and openness. Remember, the universe knows the right time for everything. Just like a flower blooms when it's ready, your desires will manifest when all the conditions are aligned for your highest good. There is no need to push or worry. Your job is simply to stay in a state of positive expectation, to keep your thoughts loving and your heart open. Trust that what you seek is on its way, and enjoy the journey as it unfolds. The more you relax and let go of the need to control every detail, the faster and more smoothly your blessings will arrive. Creating a life of abundance doesn't have to be complicated. It's really about small, loving steps you can take each day to align your mind and heart with the flow of good things. You don't need special tools or long rituals. What matters is your intention and your consistency. One of the simplest ways to start is by beginning each morning with a positive affirmation. Before you even get out of bed, take a deep breath and say to yourself, "Today, I am open to receiving all the good that life has to offer." This gentle statement sets the tone for your day and invites positive energy to surround you. Another beautiful practice is to keep a gratitude list. Each day, write down a few things you are thankful for. They can be as simple as a warm cup of tea or a friendly conversation. The act of focusing on what you appreciate shifts your attention away from lack and toward abundance. Over time, you will notice how this small habit transforms your outlook and attracts more reasons to be grateful. Visualization is also a powerful tool. Spend a few quiet moments imagining yourself living the life you desire. Picture yourself feeling joyful, free, and supported. See the details clearly, but more importantly, feel the emotions of already having what you want. This feeling sends a strong message to the universe that you are ready to receive. In the evening, take a moment to reflect on your day. Notice any positive signs or small blessings that came your way. Acknowledge them with gratitude, even if they seem minor. This reflection helps to reinforce the belief that good things are always flowing to you. Another lovely exercise is to create a thank you list for blessings that haven't yet appeared. Write down what you desire as if it has already happened and say thank you. For example, thank you for the financial abundance that supports me, or thank you for the opportunities that bring me joy. This practice helps you to trust in the unseen and to feel the energy of receiving before it arrives. Remember, these steps are not about working hard or striving. They are about gently guiding your thoughts and feelings toward a state of openness and trust. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. You will start to notice shifts in your life, unexpected gifts, helpful people, and joyful experiences appearing with ease. Affirm to yourself each day, I am grateful for the unseen blessings on their way to me. Let this thought fill you with peace and confidence, knowing that you are always supported by a loving universe. You hold within you a quiet, gentle power, the power to create a life filled with joy, abundance, and ease. This power doesn't come from outside of you. It has been within you all along, waiting for you to recognize it and embrace it with love. You don't need to struggle or prove yourself worthy. You already are worthy, just as you are in this very moment. Life is always responding to your thoughts, your beliefs, and the feelings you carry in your heart. When you choose thoughts of love, gratitude, and trust, you open the door for miracles to flow into your experience. It doesn't matter where you are starting from or what has happened in the past. Every new day is a fresh opportunity to align with the abundance that is your natural state. You don't have to make huge changes all at once. True transformation comes from the small, loving steps you take each day. Choosing a positive thought, speaking kindly to yourself, noticing the beauty around you, and trusting that life is on your side. As you continue to nurture these practices, you will begin to see how powerful you truly are. Opportunities will appear, relationships will blossom, and blessings will come to you in ways you never expected. It all begins with believing in yourself and knowing that you deserve every good thing life has to offer. I invite you now to take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and repeat softly to yourself, I am a magnet for miracles. I lovingly create a life of joy, abundance, and ease. Feel the truth of these words sinking in. Let them guide you as you move forward with hope, with confidence, and with a heart open to receiving all the good that is waiting for you. You are not alone on this journey. Life is always supporting you, gently leading you toward your highest good. Trust in that support, trust in yourself, and remember that the power to create a beautiful, abundant life is already within you.